Hey guys, this is my first Madden Challenge video. I've talked about 2 or 3 times before in the past videos that I've done, but it's finally here. Took a long time to do. I'm finally getting it out. This game I played, I think, the week before the Super Bowl, so it's been on my hard drive for a really long time. So I'm finally getting it out to you guys. I'm the Panthers. Unfortunately, I had to play against my Ravens. So I was thinking to myself, oh no, I'm gonna play against the Ravens and have to beat their ass. But we'll see how it goes in this game. One thing I actually have to mention this real quick is that I really enjoyed Madden's setup to find a game because you could put down I don't want to play somebody over, 10% did not finish. And I'm not sure if NCAA has that because usually I just do quick match right away. But I went through the lobby in Madden, so maybe I should do it in NCAA instead to ease my pain of playing people who disconnect so quickly. And but unfortunately, I figured I was gonna get a good game. This guy I think had about I think it might have been 0% did not finish. So this could be a legit game. These are the Ravens. There's no need to be doing, repetitive plays and all that stuff. But as you see in this first drive, hit 3 tight end sets and would just throw it in those windows, leading the receiver to like the perfect spot, which is fine. I mean, I think on this particular drive, in the first one, I did straight man coverage and didn't work out for me at all. And then I tried running the ball and instead third down, sack, fumble, and I punted away. Did a really bad job punting the ball. I think because back to somehow on the 5-yard line. So it was a big problem for me. Then of course this happens. Right off the bat, I'm in a 14-0 hole early. So I was thinking to myself, all right, this will be an interesting game to try and play and put on my account on my channel. But it's one of those things where you can't give up so easily. I think a lot of players that I've played before in the past, like random people online, when they get down this early, they just start doing. They just kind of quit on you. So for me, I'm like, I'm gonna try and stay legit, try and run the ball, some play action, stuff like that, throw it up, mix it up, and I get a good play down there. I think past midfield. So I was like, all right, it's very doable. I have a chance to cut to his lead pretty early because I know the Panthers in real life are a bad team, but in Madden, it's like all you really need to do is focus on your one good aspect because every team in Madden has one player who could lead you to victory, and with the Panthers, they have a good running back. 2 good running backs, and Steve Smith, obviously. But once I got down 14-0 early, and I had did a bad job running the ball at first, I kind of got away from the run, which is a shame because I'm pretty sure I figured out after this game that in the pistol formation they had, which I never even used in this game, they have like a triple option kind of play to suit Cam Newton's specialty skill set, and I never took advantage of that personally in this game. So maybe next time I play with the Panthers, I'll try and use that earlier on. Maybe it'll help me out. But my biggest thing here was that maybe you guys can help me out and put in the comment section below your own ideas on how to stop it. But when we went 3 tight end set, he pretty much sent us 2 tight ends on go routes. And I tried man coverage, that didn't work at all. I tried cover 2 and cover 3 zones, I think, too. But because there's like no pressure on him by the D-line, he just all did to throw it. He would just throw it in right on that, one spot. And the tight ends caught, I don't even know, probably at least 100 yards apiece between both of them. You'll see during the video, throughout the video, how easy it was for him to do it. And I was trying my hardest, I promise you. A few times I made some mistakes myself where I took a safety or linebacker out of position and made it way too easy for him to do. But for the most part, I did a pretty good job staying in my zone and in coverage, but he still made a really good throw. So that was that. I'm looking forward to this Madden game, mainly just because, I've tried playing Madden before I bought this game, I think about 2 months ago in December, and I tried hopping in the connected careers mode and stuff like that. But for me, I didn't really get into it. I didn't really like it that much. So like with NCAA, I did the challenge series to kind of pick up my interest in it, to get more invested in the game. And with NCAA, it worked pretty well. I'm back to liking it like I used to for like the past 4 or 5 years. But with Madden, granted, I've only played the 1 challenge game so far. I gotta do some more later on this week and over the weekend. But it's not really enjoyable for me to play. I played a few times at my friend's house, stuff like that. But it's just something about it now I just don't really like. I don't think I've really liked Madden, where I've put in like a lot of hours, like months into the game since the one with Drew Brees. Is what, Madden 11, which is like 2 years ago, granted, but even that game, I didn't really enjoy it too much. Madden for me is kind of a game like I just buy just to have it. Because for me, in the past, what I like to do was take NCAA take the players in that game, draft classes, and import into Madden and play Madden through that. So really, for me, Madden was more of a continuation of NCAA. And of course, me being a Ravens fan, you're probably thinking, why throw that deep ball? Ed Reed's back there. Well, I know Ed Reed's back there, but I had to take a shot downfield and roll the dice. So I should have known better. I should have known better to not throw on Ed Reed deep like that, especially to DeAngelo Williams, who's not even a receiver. But like I said, I'm down 21-0 at this point. I was just trying to get something going and get punched for halftime. Then again, I did almost the same thing. Ed Reed did back to back. So I should know better being a Ravens fan, but I was like, whatever. I'm gonna try going on Reed and see if I can get something going. Because I play teams like against Denver, Champ Daily. I'm not afraid to throw on these Madden super players, just because obviously it's Madden's a video game, and I mean I could not break something, but I can always get a good play or two here and there. And that was Steve Smith's first reception of the game, which probably is a really bad thing considering it's the second half. And that play, I don't know. I mean, I saw the receiver, he was open before his cut, and then obviously after God his cut, Kerry Wood was like all over it. So that was one of those things where I read it a little bit too early and just threw it a little bit too late. So I just kind of converged to get in a really bad situation. And of course, I feel bad for saying it, even though it's a video game. But when I saw Pitta go down with injury, I was like, thank God. Because that's one less tight end. And then, of course, Dixon scores. I'm down 28-0. Does a little fancy spin move in the end zone, which I hate. I mean, I understand you're probably excited. You're up big online, an online game. But to do something like that, it's kind of like, come on, man. Like, be a little bit more respectful for me because I'll get my ass kicked. I wasn't happy being down. I got 21 skunked. Then I got 28 skunked. And I was like, this is like the UMass game against Oregon where I'm getting clearly throttled. So it's like, I need to get something going right now. And then LaFell, for me, already had 100 yards, 4 receptions. That dude was like Megatron for me. Every time I threw it to him, he caught it. It didn't matter who it was, who was on him, what kind of route I threw it to him, he was going to catch it. And he made some really big plays in this game. I think he already had the one bomb before halftime where Ed Reed tracked him down. So, I mean, for me, LaFell, I don't know what his rating is in the game, what kind of stats he has, but I mean, this guy is a beast. I don't know if he's good in real life. I don't really watch Panther games in real life, so he might be a good receiver, he might not be, I don't know. And then what made me mad the most was that when he kept going 3 tight end set, for one, he has Torrey Smith as his 3rd tight end, which might be just a depth chart thing, because I'm pretty sure the Ravens, we didn't carry a 4th tight end this season. I mean, and then have the 3rd string tight end make some plays like that. I was like, come on, there's no way this guy's this good in Madden to make these kind of catches over starting linebackers. And I mean, thank goodness for Beeson, who was in the right place a few times when I covered 2 defense to make some picks. And after a while, in the first half, I didn't really run too much Cam Newton, but I was like, all right, in the second half, I'm down 28-7 at this point. It's 4th quarter now. I was like, there's probably no way I'm going to win this game. Let's, let the beast lose. This is what I'm talking about, LaFell. Touchdown. That's like, beautiful. Comeback route. I was like, you go, boy. So, man, I'm down 28-14. I know that I have to shut down this play right here, which I obviously can't. So, again, it's like I was doing different things. I think at some point I even did some zone blitzes, too, to try and throw him off. Just trying to get some kind of pressure on him to prevent him from getting off the pass to the tight end. But it was just like, nothing was working for me. It was really miserable for me to play this game. So if you guys have any ideas, any kind of defensive plays, formations to tell me to stop this from, because I'm sure if I keep playing this challenge series, I'm going to run into this kind of player again, or this type of play again. So I need to figure out how to stop it. And then this play right here, I was in the position. And then the game just started lagging out of nowhere. And I was pressing Y, hoping he would just jump up and catch it. But he didn't register. So, like, of course, it was like the one time it lagged the entire game was in the one point where I could have gotten pick and changed momentum of the game. And then this play, the guy about, I was like, come on, Steve Smith, you got to drag your feet there. That would have been a huge play for me. And then here's the Okie roll, and I tested it again. This time I got him. I told you can't be afraid to throw on these super Madden players. You got to take your chances with them. Granted, I knew what I was doing because I know it was the Okie roll blitz. I knew it was going to be open because he was going on a go route. And I'll admit, obviously his offense is boring to watch because he just runs the same play over and over again, which made me mad because usually I'm pretty good at adjusting to that and trying to shut him down, but I got down big early. So what do? I go 5 wide and I start doing some 4 verts just to combat that. And for some reason, he just could not stop that himself, which made me even more upset because, like, yo, if I had just been doing 5 wide the entire time, instead of trying to be like a legit player and running some real plays, I could have maybe made this a closer game, or at least gotten myself a lead even. And then that play right there, though, pass interference was totally bogus. I hated that call so much. And at this point, it's a 2-minute warning, I think. It's probably after this run here. I was like, all right, I'm down 2 scores. I have 3 timeouts, and I figured if I can get, 1 stop, if I can hold him to not getting a first down from here. I mean, I know Tucker has a great leg, but I was like, maybe I might get lucky and, make this a game, maybe force overtime. Then, of course, I got this pick right here. And I was like, oh, my God, this is like a sign. I had to go down this field and score a touchdown and get the onside kick. So you might get a little bored here because this is what I do. Four verts, Steve Smith, and you guys thought I was over, didn't you? Touchdown. 1 possession game. So you guys gotta watch this real quick. Watch what I do on this onside kick. You ready for this? And I don't make it, obviously. I'm trying to make y'all think I got it, but I didn't get it at all. So it's 1:24 to go, down by a touchdown. 3 timeouts to go. And I was like, all right, I'll hold him to not, 3 and out, and of course gets first down. So I'm thinking to myself right now, the reason I'm not calling timeouts is because this game's over. It's like a minute to go. There's absolutely no way he gets that play off. I was like, this game is definitely over now because I don't have enough timeouts to prevent anything from happening, and he's in field goal range. And I got to get another pick here, or else it's not going to work. Not going to happen in my favor. And then, of course, Beeson. Who else? This man is like clutch. Gets another interception for me. His 3rd of the day. I love you, John Beeson. You're an animal. So 41 seconds to go. He's backing up the coverage. Guess what I'm doing? 4 verts. Get us across the middle. First down. Quick timeout. 36 seconds to go. 5 wide. Guess what I'm doing again? Yes, I'm doing 4 verts. Go to Williams in the slot. 50-yard line. Timeout. 30 seconds to go pretty much. Guess what I'm doing again? Yes, I'm doing 4 verts. Got the Murphy down all the way. I'm pretty sure we're on a no huddle at this point. Yeah. Clock's ticking. I'm very much just figuring out who's open. I get Steve Smith down to the 5-yard line. Quick timeout. So right now I'm thinking I'm calming down. Got a timeout. Got 11 seconds to go. I was like, I can scramble this ball in real quick, or I can throw it to Olsen. Touchdown. And I forced overtime. And in case you're not keeping track of this, I've just scored 28 points in the 4th quarter to force overtime, assuming he doesn't get a touchdown on this play, which, quite honestly, I was thinking he was going to get a touchdown because that's my luck in this game. But Nakamura, a former Raven, gets the pick, and we're in overtime. And I lost the coin toss, so he was on offense first. I was like, all right, maybe I have a shot, because what I did towards the end of the 4th quarter of the game, I took my D tackles and I put them in his own coverage. So I was rushing with pretty much 2 players, and that was it. So I was pretty much banking on him throwing to a defender whose offensive player was really covered. In that play, he was like triple covered in his own, but still got off the dead Dixon, who has 200 yards receiving. Are you kidding me? That's like ridiculous. So that was my game plan, and of course, doing his own coverage, you leave a wide open hole for the run and get the first down. He's in field goal range, which for me doesn't matter because of the new rules in the NFL. I was like, all right, he gets a field goal. Still game, then he sits in the Dixon, touchdown, game over. I lose in overtime. But I mean, at the end of the day, I felt pretty good about it because even though I got down 28-0, I scored 35 points in the 2nd half, pretty much by going solely to the air and 5 wide. So I got a little cheesy myself to get back into the game. But I mean, at some point you gotta draw the line and you gotta respond back. So even though I lost the game, it was a pretty good experience. My first online game in Madden, so I got a pretty decent feel of how the game plays. Because I think at this point, I hadn't played against another person before. I was just playing against the computer for like 3 games before I decided I hate Madden. I wasted my money on this game. So hopefully in future challenge videos, I'll have a better showing, maybe even with a better team, and I'll get my first win in this challenge series. So be on the lookout for that. And I'll see you guys next time.